Hello there, fellow media minions across the globe. You do know I'm filming you, don't you? And you're still watching this video. Anywho, I would like to talk about my top 5 favourite female characters in Prison Break. Do not be alarmed at how long this video is going to be. It's just going to be simple and brief of me giving my brief opinions on my top 5 female characters of Prison Break. Not to be alarmed about the length of the video or nothing. This video is going to contain spoilers for those of you that have not yet seen Prison Break or yet to watch it. So, you've been warned. There will be spoilers in this video. Couldn't say that more clearly enough for you. Anyway, enjoy watching.
Number 5. Sarah Tancredi. Yeah, I know what some of you popular opinion types are thinking. Oh, why on earth is Sarah Tancredi at the bottom, or first to be mentioned? Well, she is the mother of Michael's child, the amazing partner who helped Michael escape from prison, her journey of being interrogated in Season 2, and escaping company clutches in Season 3 to lead to Season 4 return. Yeah, well, here is the thing. While it's all fact that Sarah played a major part in Prison Break for many of the I love Dr. Tancredi types, I could not care less about her character, to be honest. The great part of Sarah's character is, one, of course, being a doctor, which in her case involves saving people. Two, primarily her personality is centered on around being a loving and caring person. Well, pretty much like me, to be honest. And while she suffered her own family tragedy, I just couldn't connect with the interest of caring about what she is doing on screen. When Season 3 began, in the beautiful area of Panama, I did notice in that season that the only on-screen we got on her was a picture to confirm that she has been captured. And lo and behold, a jack-in-the-box. That was not really her. Oh, never mind. After Sarah was having more screen time with Michael, it rather felt like I was watching a teen romance show, to an extent, of course. Things seemed okay with them while not only evading the authorities, but also the government zoot suits after them as well. Hardly any shouting, no cursing. In fact, while Sarah is a doctor, and Michael is a genius, they know that stress was probably not worth it. But considering everything that is happening to them, and that did happen to them, I would have thought that in a situation like that, you would feel like a kettle boiling over and it's only a matter of time before someone's got to lose their mind and shout and curse all over the place. All I kept seeing was just small talk and quiet chit chat. So for Sarah, I'm not a fan.
Boring.
Number 4. Nika and Maricruz. I could not call it by putting one of them here, so it was a tie. So I put both here. And this is my list. What are you gonna do about it? So, let us start with the dazzling beauty checkmate of Prison Break, Nika. I feel that Nika, although did not have much screen time and that much of an impact, there is a relatable experience regarding her time on this TV series. And that, blatantly, is the fact that while she loved Michael, she eventually feels like she is walking on hot coals with mug written on her forehead, when she feels like she was just a chess piece. A pawn, ultimately, to be honest. Ultimately the easily expendable pawn instead of the queen. When the Czech beauty eavesdropped on his phone call conversation to Sarah about how much he cares for her, given the fact of this, I do not blame her for pointing a gun on Michael, telling him that she is only needed when he needs something. Now, me personally, I truly hate people who live like that. You get treated in such a way that only benefits their need of you. Experience has taught me that you have to be cruel to be kind. If you're cruel, you avoid being treated like a fool, whereas being too kind-hearted opens the opportunity of people only using you. But not everybody's going to use you. There are some nice people, and there are many bad people. I feel like Nika was on point, to be honest, and I never had an issue with her. The only questionable thing was about where she worked. Other than that, nope. Maricruz. Same thing that applied to Nika applies to this lovely beauty. In one regard was the amount of screen time she had. Being the partner of Fernando Sucre, I can only tell you right now he has done very well for himself. Big time! Even though Sucre was in prison for a long while, Maricruz still was by his side. I can only imagine that Sucre enjoyed his conjugal visits very much. But from what we witnessed, it only just looked like a thread that their relationship was hanging on by. Feeling the pressure from Sucre's disgusting cousin Hector, who was only trying to get in her knickknacks by feeding her lies, that Sucre is up to no good with other women, Maricruz is the type of woman who makes you question if they still exist, seeing as she was still with somebody who went behind bars. Following the episodes after season 1 with her hubby being on the run, turns down marrying Hector, who almost clamped her for life, while also using his money to go on their honeymoon, which I also enjoyed. Haha, Hector, you idiot, catches up with her sugar daddy at some point in season 2, only for things to unfortunately end in season 3. I really liked Maricruz. She just seems like a respectful, well brought up lady who is also supportive. I love that. Number 3. Christina Scofield. The woman who gave birth to the man who broke out of 2 prisons. Christina was only in season 4, yes, but that's alright, seeing as even though her short time on the show was quite short, I felt that Christina was rather a Hitler in a wig. About my Hitler in a wig remark, since her plans for Scylla involved turning every nation of the world against each other in global warfare, which would have killed millions if not billions, that right there spells unbiased genocide. Not to mention, Christina almost succeeded in killing Lincoln and could have easily shot Sarah in the head, which would not have bothered me, but please take the fact that she was pregnant out of the equation. It was just a shock that she's just a straight up insane woman, and to me, that's what I liked and found interesting. Christina is a major threat to a lot of people, a brilliant mind with evil intentions for self-gratification. Miss Scofield was a great enemy in season 4. It's just a shame she could not predict that her demise was imminent and rather dull. Number 2. Gretchen Morgan. I'm just going to say it. When Gretchen Morgan came on the scene in season 3, I almost fell in love like some soppy teenager. Oh wait, hang on a second. I was a teenager when I watched this all those years ago. The main baddie of season 3 just proved to be heartthrob of don't mess with me or your family are dead. And the way Gretchen is in the 3rd series made me wonder, is this woman even human? Considering what Lincoln finds in a box after a failed rescue attempt made me think, whoa, what else is she capable of apart from possessing endearing sky blue eyes? Anytime Gretchen made an appearance, I would have thought that guns would have been fired, lives would have been lost, and all that jazz. But it didn't happen too much. She is good at what she does to get somebody to do something, not to mention fleeing from custody of the Panamanian soldiers while in handcuffs. Badass or what? Gretchen was amazing in keeping the threat level up in season 3. Although in season 4 she felt a bit downgraded, but still made an impact, and I could not forget that amazing photo shoot. Thank you very much, forever remembered. Okay then, now before I reveal my number 1, here is an honourable mention. Pam Larson. There is an unfortunate reason why Pam did not make the list, and one of those reasons is screen time. As appearing in a few episodes, I did not really get to know Pam on an in-depth basis. But one thing is for sure, I did not forget her whatsoever, especially with what happened to her son. No mother or parent should have gone through what Pam suffered. Although Pam had little screen time, she was in no way unimportant to the show, and not to me. Number 1. Veronica Donovan. I will be honest here, at very first, I did not think much of Miss Donovan through season 1. I saw relatability with her character. She believed that her childhood friend turned boyfriend turned ex murdered Terrence Steadman. Pretty much like everybody else did, since the company engineered a well-planned ruse that fooled probably everybody. What started out from I don't believe you are innocent, which is considerable, ended with Miss Donovan being murdered in front of the man who is supposed to have been dead, with just one last puzzle piece to go on, as it may appear. In between her fight for Lincoln's innocence and just before she died, Veronica Donovan displayed a lot of strength and courage as she, on many occasions, stared death in the face, only to succeed in surviving. As far as being threatened by ghostly government types involving explosions and guns, psychological resilience was strong in her blood. Veronica never gave up her fight for an innocent man's life. That I truly respect and admire about Miss Donovan. A lamb fighting strong against a den of lions and snakes. I absolutely have no problem with Veronica. Just wish she had more on screen time. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. My list of my favourite women in Prison Break. What is your favourite list of women in Prison Break? Let me know in the comment section below. Have you seen Prison Break? Have you ever seen it? Do you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know your thoughts about the amazing scenes of Prison Break in the amazing comment section. I am Dr. Virtual, the gaming doctor. May retro gaming live on, and may you take good care of yourselves. See ya.